Good evening, Cherries, and welcome to Live Cherry Sunday evening, episode 228. And in today's video, I'm going to show you how to use the minor pentatonic scale in 5 positions to play the blues. Now, this is going to be really cool. I got a little backing track here that not a backing track, it's actually just a loop that I created on my looper, my RC5 looper. And it goes like this. Go over the changes a little bit with you so you know what you're doing here. It's in D, little 12-bar blues in D. Check it out. It's the D, 1 chord. G. What's up, Mike? Back to the D, 1 chord. A, 5 chord. G, 1 chord. All right. If you're enjoying this video so far, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications. Just playing a little bit of blues here on a Sunday evening. Normally go live here on earlier in the day, 12 o'clock. Got some peeps here in the audience. Give you a round of applause. The audience in the chat here. And Mike, what's up? From Bethany Beach, Delaware. I was just in Delaware. Just drove through Delaware on the way to Virginia. I was in Virginia yesterday and today in Reston. I wasn't resting in Virginia, but I was in Reston, Virginia. Hello, Bobby H. Love. Yo, Jerry, Mets or Yankees? Wow, is it a Subway Series tonight, or are you just in general? It's I'll tell you who it is. It's the Yankees for sure. I'm not a huge baseball fan. I'm a football fan. I'm a Steelers fan. But if I had to choose between in baseball, I've always been a Yankee fan for sure. I got a lot of friends who are Met fans and great people, but I kind of feel a little bit sorry for them. My mom was a big Mets fan for sure. ESPN right now, Subway Series. Very, very cool. Let's just tune up a little bit real quick here for your pleasure. And so I'm playing a simple blues. And, you know, what they say about the blues is Danny Fernandez. Yankees all the way. Right, let's go Yankees. But, yeah, blues is one of those things where it's like easy to play, hard to feel. That's what Jimi Hendrix said. You know, really is one of those things. It's just like, you try to like, you know, try to teach the blues and stuff, but it's like, it's really hard to do, you know, when you're just playing it, you know, because you just kind of go for it. And that's the way it should be in the blues. It's hard to just play it safe. Speaking of baseball, it's hard to play it safe. Yankees 2-0. Perfect answer. Okay. All right. Well, you know, it's a safe bet, almost saying Yankees. But I didn't say it to be a safe bet. I mean, I mean it. My dad, longtime Yankees fan. I mean, you're either a Yankees and a Giant, right? Or you're a Jets and a Mets fan. I think that's a combination, generally, right there. Right on. Wow, what's going on here? Haven't played the Les Paul in a while. I kind of just breaking it out. Let's just get this thing in tune. So we can continue here. Quick, it's pretty hot. It's just warmed up in New York too. So it's like temperatures are pretty hot here. Let's get this thing going. Close enough for rock and roll, right? Or blues. Tuning the guitar. It's a lot of fun. I'm sure you're tuning in to watch me tune. But we'll get it there. It's close. All right. I'm getting there. Here we go. Almost there. Oh, almost there. All right, there we go. Close enough for rock and roll. All right, so here we go. So what we're doing is we're playing a simple blues here. And I kind of, I knocked this progression off. I'm in D, which I rarely ever play in D. But there's a song that I recently heard by Gary Moore. You know, it's called If You Be My Baby. Basically, it's the blues progression of that. I'm not singing it, and I'm not really thinking about that song right now. But I'm just, I copped the progression. It's in D. It's pretty cool. Progression right here. It's just a 12-bar blues in D. And it's, you know, it's 4 bars of D, of the 1 chord. Then it goes to the 4 chord. Just a regular shuffle. All right, Danny. That's right. I'm so grateful for that. Thank you so much. There's a blues section in there too. It's really cool. 5 chord A, G. 2, 3, 4, 11, 2, and then the 5. So there's a lot of different types of blues progressions. You know, a lot of times it may go to it from a 5 chord. And then it'll go into the 1 chord. And then a whole bar of the 5 chord. But in this progression, it's only a half a bar of the 5 chord. It'll be like 5, 4, 1. 1, 5. So that's the way this particular progression works out. There's lots of different, you know, turnarounds and everything too. It's cool. Thank you very much, Danny Fernandez, for that. I'm so grateful for that, you know, for my guitar course. Be purchasing it. Very, very cool. Thank you for that. So what I'm trying to do with this idea here is stick to one particular idea. Check this out. This D minor shape. Let's put on this camera right here. Oh, that's old scale right there. Sorry about that. As you can see, this is a little bit rushed. What is going on here? Hold on a second. Sorry. There we go. Man, struggling over here. All right, can you see that all right? Staying in D. The position that you know and love, right here. Just a D minor pentatonic scale. Now you can go to the G note inside the D pentatonic. And mix with that major note. Now, you can play that same scale down here. Same thing right here. Playing the D pentatonic in this position, the second position. Same thing, D minor pentatonic. depending on the G note. So essentially what I'm doing here is I'm trying to stay as much as I can in just playing the one scale, D minor pentatonic, and I'm peppering in a little bit of the Mixolydian mode of each chord, which is the shell scale of each of the chords that's going by. So if like for instance, so any questions about this stuff, let me know. So over this one chord, like this, right here. One second. So over the one chord, you have this D. Really what it is, it's a seventh chord like this. So you have a D Mixolydian mode that you could play over that, where it just covers the root, the second, the major third. There's a scale that sounds like that. It's a major scale with a flat 7. And that's really the shell scale, the Mixolydian mode over each chord here. And we're trying to mix in the Mixolydian mode here when we can. And when you go to the G chord, it's the same scale, but starting on the G, it's the G Mixolydian scale. Back to the D. Over the A Mixolydian mode. Or really, you don't even have to focus on the whole mode. You can just kind of focus on the chord tones of the seventh chord. So if over the D, man, this D won't stay in tune. So check this out. Over the D chord, you could play the triad of the D here, the D, the major, and the fifth, or the seventh, and the D. The root, third, fifth, seventh, so that, third. But I'm really playing just the minor pentatonic. When it goes to the G, like I could still play the minor pentatonic of the D minor pentatonic. When it goes to the A, still I'm playing D minor pentatonic. G, T. And it ends on the A, just the A chord. You just play something in A right there. And on the D. So I'm really trying to just stick to the to the D minor pentatonic notes. And then when it goes to the changes, I'm still playing the D minor pentatonic, but I'm keeping in mind of the arpeggio of the chord, or the tritone, not tritone, or the triad of the tone. So let's give another example here. Let's try this. So for the D, in this position, first of all, it's good to learn it's great to learn the minor pentatonic in the 5 positions. I know, because a lot of times it's really easy to play it right here, because we all know and love that. Right, this area that everyone knows and loves, right? Right there. But it's cool, you can play it down here in this position. You know, so in this second position, or like the F major pentatonic right here. But really, it's relative to D minor. So I'm just playing the same notes. Then you play it here as well. So it's position right here. Oops. Then you move it up here. Position 4. And position 5 up here. And then you're up here to the position that you know and love. And then once again, you do the same thing up here, which is the same thing we did down here. But it's good to focus on the actual note, the D note within all these positions. Just like the D notes down here. Same thing, it's right here. And in this shape, it's right here. It's right there. I'll show you with this camera right here. It's right here. It's right here in this shape. It's right there. Right there. Right there, into this next 5th position. It's right there. Then back to where you were, the main position. Then up here, you're just going up. Same thing here. Same thing here. Same thing down here. It's hard to do that up there, things like that. So over this progression, I'm trying to think of, okay, let's just play in these positions the 5 minor pentatonic shapes, even over the changes. I'm sticking with the D, but within that, you kind of have to just kind of feel around and, see what sounds good. And then just try to play all the notes and bend them and do all kinds of stuff there. Busch Gardens fan, good to see you. Give you a round of applause. So let's try to run through these shapes right here, sticking to just this pentatonic position right here, going all through all 5 of them. there, I went to the G and I'm playing the third of G. Into the D. Into the A chord. G chord. And move it up to here. Oops, so that was a late turnaround. So any questions about this stuff, let me know. Give you a round of applause. Playing some blues here on a Sunday nights. Robbie H. Love, what are the matching one cage chords for each shape? Okay. That's a great question. I'll pause some guy. All right. So let's see. If you were playing down here at the bottom, and you're as out of tune as I am because it's really hot in here, but just stretch them. Whenever you're out of tune, you could just kind of give a little tug on the strings. That might put them in. See? Did it. See with the E string. Not really. Maybe. Crazy. How was that? Close enough. Close enough for blues. So yeah, the root chords. So matching cage chords for each position. Well, you could start in your favorite position right here. It would be like this. This chord right here, D chord. And it's the E shape, right? Why is it an E shape? Because here's an E chord, right? Just like that. If you take that and you just kind of move it up, you can have the same shape no matter what chord you're on. If I move it all the way up to D here, it's an E shape because it's the E. But I'm just taking it all the way up like a capo, like you said. Or somebody said capo. thought maybe my mind, I'm thinking capo. Up to here to a D. And now with this position right here, you could play the D minor pentatonic. Just like that. And if you were to do a, you know, if you did it down here, you could play this D chord like this, which would be like a D shape, D chord. But it'll be minor down here, like a D. Well, actually, it's a major chord. So you could play the minor pentatonic down here. So it's almost like you're playing the F pentatonic, F major pentatonic, which would be like this. You know? This is an F chord. But it's focused on the D note. Over that position. So, and then you'd have this one right here. That's the D shape. And let's see what will be next. You have this D shape. Then you have like the C area right here, which is this pentatonic position. So you have this C shape. Just like you would a C chord. But you move it up here to D, but it's a C shape. And you can play this pentatonic right here. Oops. Right? So C. So then you have the A shape right here. You know? You can play this one right here. And then you have this one, this G shape right here. G, because it's like a G chord. Slide it up to here to the D. Then you have this one right here. Sorry I don't have any graphs for this, but I actually do have some, and I could whip them out. I could pull them out somewhere. Send me an email, info@jerrycherry, and I'll send you graphs to this stuff right here. So you have this position right here, this fifth position, pentatonic, over the G shape. And then you're back to the E shape right here. So it's pretty cool. You know, very, very cool area. So if you stuck to the first one down here, which is this, with this progression, check it out. You can land on the G a little bit right there. So this D shape. Do the A a little bit. Let this move up a shape right here. C shape. This G shape. Oops. the D shape. Jeffrey Boyo out here on a Sunday night. Thanks for hanging out with me here for a little bit. Hopefully you're enjoying this. Hopefully I'm getting a little bit warmed up finally, right? You don't want to start off too cold on this stuff. So any questions, let me know. Super chat. Oh my God. I didn't even know that thing worked still. Thank you very much for that, Robbie H. Love. That is so cool. Give you a round of applause for the super chat. $5 super chat from Robbie H. Love. Thank you very much. Grateful for that. Awesome. Keep doing what you do. Thank you very much. I know that it was I usually do this earlier in the day, like 12 o'clock on Sundays, but I was driving home from Reston, Virginia, and I knew that I wasn't available to do it tomorrow because usually I'll push it back a day, and then I couldn't do it on Tuesday or Wednesday either. So it would have been Thursday, and I thought, wow, it's too far, kicking the can down the road, so to speak, right? So I was like, let me just do it tonight. I rarely do it late, but here we are, doing it anyway. So I think this is pretty cool. I mean, you're really digging into each pentatonic shape and trying to get away from this one as much, which is a great one. Playing in your favorite positions there, and but learning the same licks. Now here's a pretty cool thing. Like if you play this lick all the time, really great lick right here. Why not play that somewhere else? If you're down here, play it. You can play it if you're in this position, this fourth position, which is a cool one. Which each position seems to have its own type of licks, but it's great to learn the same licks in each position. Like this one. You play it down here. Like that. It's harder. Instead of doing it here. Put it on this camera so you can see a little better. So this lick right here, learn it here. So you're really learning what the degrees are here. Like what I'm doing here is I'm taking this fourth over the D. I'm taking the G note, bending it up to an A, and then fretting the A note, then hitting the D, back to the A. So I'm going. I do it here. I go with this progression, sounds like this. Or here. So over the G. Over the A. The G. Down here. So, hello Ashley from Busch Gardens, Tampa. Prince says hello. Hello to Prince. All right, I couldn't resist. But yeah, Prince, not the Prince, but the Prince. Very, very cool. Thank you, Ashley. Good to see you. And so any questions about this stuff, please let me know. We're just playing some blues, having some fun here on a Sunday night. Hopefully your week's going good. Your weekend went great, and you had some fun. And it's always a good thing. Just like trying to stay in tune here. Let's see. Nope. The old stretchy thing didn't work this time. I think I need to put some of that nut sauce in there. It's a family-friendly show here, so no jokes about that, right? Let's see it there. Now it's back. Right? So flat. It's like a game within a game here. There we go. Close enough for blues, right? All right, so any questions, let me know here in the comments, in the chats. It's a really, really simple idea, but like I said, it's blues is easy to play, hard to feel, you know, just trying to dig into it as much as I possibly can here. So really trying to just play the D minor pentatonic scale wherever I can over the D chord. Now one thing to really remember here is like when you're taking that D minor chord scale, you want to, so you play it right there, right? You're taking that minor third and you're bending it up ever so slightly to hit that major, because it's a major chord. Between really, you're not hearing it in the rhythm, but it's actually based on a D major, 7. So it'd be kind of like this. Check it out. If I played a D major 7 chord over this, it would sound like this. Hear that? G7. D7. A7. G7. D7. A7. So when I take that third, you can bend it up a little bit, right? The D minor pentatonic, bend the third. And then right there, when it goes to the 4 chord, you could still play that D minor pentatonic. We love you too. I love you too. Ashley Aaron, thank you so much for that. It goes to the G, because what happens here is, check it out. You're playing a G7 chord there. And by hitting that D note, you're really just hitting the 5th of the G chord. And if you play the scale, you're playing the 5th, the 7th, the 4th. You're playing a minor right there. Actually, no, that's not the note though. With a G, a 2nd. And a 7th. So the one thing you got to be careful about over the 4 chord is that you don't take the major third and the minor third and bend it up right there, because it'll be a weird sound that you want to kind of leave on the minor. Because if you bend that up to a major third, you're hitting an F sharp here over a G chord. You're giving it a major 7th sound, and that's not the sound of blues, right? It's more like this sound. So it's because that's an F in there. And it also sounds better when you go back to the 1 chord, because then you can slide back to it. You know. How about I just use the tuner? Not really a big fan of the guitar tuners a lot of times, but when my brain can't do it, it's like the close enough. Right, like this. So yeah, over that 4 chord, G, I'm going to keep that D minor pentatonic. See, watch, check it out. D minor pentatonic. Now with a G. This is the 7th. Over the A. That's where you would do something like you have the A note in the D minor pentatonic scale, but it's a minor right there if you played the whole scale up. You can mess around with it. So that's where you can kind of cheat a little bit. You can get out of playing the minor pentatonic. You can bend it up, the minor third. But the whole idea is to try to stay in the one scale, the D major. So let's try that. The D minor pentatonic. So just bent up to the major third though. Stay on the D. All pentatonic, D minor pentatonic. Oops. We're rocking out here. We're having a good time. So any questions, let me know. We're trying to stick to one scale here. It's hard. Right? I mean, the whole idea of this lesson is to play the one minor pentatonic through the whole change here, and it's hard to do because when those other chords come rolling around, the D minor pentatonic doesn't always sound great over it. So you try to like jump and play some of those target notes of the chords of the blues. You know? So, having a good time. Hopefully you're enjoying this. And let's see. So, we're going to try it one more time here, just trying to stick to the pentatonic scale over this progression right here. Let's try it. Just the D minor pentatonic in our favorite spot right here, which is right up here. Let's see what we get. Alright, so let's try it up here. Here we go. Just D minor, pentatonic. That wasn't so bad. Now right here. Or down here. All right. So we had some fun. We played the blues. Hopefully you enjoyed that. If you did, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Ring the bell for notifications. All that groovy stuff. And thanks for hanging out with me here on a Sunday night. Hopefully you have a great rest of the night here today. And have a great week ahead of you. I love you. Thank you so much for tuning in with me here. Ashley and Jeffrey Boyle on a Sunday night. And thank you, Robbie, for the super chat, for the good insight on everything and the great questions. I really appreciate that. Keep those questions and comments coming. I really learned from them and helps me help you and vice versa with all that stuff. So thank you very much, Danny Fernandez, again, for purchasing my guitar course that I have here. And I could talk about that here for a second. I have what Danny did purchase here was the Essential Skills Collection for Guitar, where I go over 4 topics. Right there, I go over fretboard memorization, where you can easily recognize where all the notes are on the fretboard. I go over the circle of fifths, which is all the chord progressions in all the keys. Blues soloing, which has tons of backing tracks and graphs and everything. And then the cage system, where it goes over, what we talked about today, all the shapes, the 5 shapes of the cage system, and then breaking down the scales within those cage systems. So really, really cool stuff when you dig into it. So hopefully you found this video helpful. If you did, hit that like button. I love you. Thank you very much, Jeffrey. Great live stream. You're playing as hypnotized. I know. I get hypnotized myself sometimes and I get carried away. So sorry, go off the rails a little bit with that, but thank you very much for that nonetheless. So, all right, very cool. And let's see here. I just want to say good night to you. And I do have, let's see, what was I going to say here? Wrapping this up here. Okay, yeah. Remember, be cool, be kind, and be cherry. And if you want to see another video on the 5 positions of the pentatonic scale and how to use them, it's basically showing you the pentatonic shapes that I just played earlier today. I'll put that video right up there. I love you. Have a great night and a great week, and I'll see you next week. Hopefully Sunday or maybe Monday as well. So, have a great week. Love yous, and see you in the next one. Ciao, y'all. Yeah.